Hi, it's Alaska Granny. I'm spending some time in the lower 48, and it's a great opportunity to hit up the Dollar Tree and put together some easy meals. One of the things that I did, the strategy for this trip, was that I wanted to make some of the meals in a bag, where I take a Ziploc bag and I fill it up with the ingredients that you can easily just pull out the bag, heat it up together, stir a few things, and you have an easy, quick and easy meal. You can take these camping, you can go out on a picnic. In an emergency, you can grab them and evacuate if you need to. So that was a strategy when I went to the Dollar Tree, was to find some easy emergency type meals. It doesn't have to be because you're evacuating or the SHTF happened. It could just be you don't have enough time to figure out what's for dinner. You have had a busy day, or there's an outing you need to go to this evening, or you're just too stinking tired to care about cooking. Grab it, and they're easy to put together. And there you go, you have a meal on the table. Is it going to be the best meal you ever had? Likely not. But that's okay, because if you have some boring, mundane meals, then when you have something that's truly delicious, you really appreciate it. Anyway, that's been my experience. The point is that you have something to eat, you're thankful for your blessings, and you get up and get going again. So the first easy meal that I put together from Dollar Tree was some bean burritos. So what I bought was a package of tortillas. These have a date on them for 6 months, and I've seen them at Dollar Tree that are shelf stable that'll last nearly a year. So check out the dates on tortillas. There are something that you can have, but not forever. But you can have these and they will last quite a while. I have even put them in the freezer and pulled them out 2 or 3 years later. They were fine. Or I store them in the refrigerator. But if you needed to, you can just store them on the shelf in the pantry, because that's how they do them in the store. They're stored just at room temperature. To go with the tortillas, I found some already in a package, ready to go, refried beans. They're in a little package, so you don't need to worry about a can. You can tear it open, squeeze it right onto your tortilla, and then guess what? You can top it with some jalapeno cheese dip. Doesn't that sound like a nice spicy delight? You could make it with just those 3 ingredients, but if you have maybe some lettuce, tomato, sour cream, you could jazz up your bean burritos any way you want. But you can see with just these 3 items from Dollar Tree, I can have a meal in an instant and get going again. And that's the whole point of having these emergency meals put together. Nothing needs to be refrigerated. Nothing needs to be cooked. It would be nice if you could heat it up. Maybe you can zap it in the microwave. But if you couldn't do anything because you were in an SHTF event, guess what? You're going to be fine. The nice thing about these is you won't need a can opener. And if you look under the dip, it has a pull tab. You just need to include a plastic spoon or something so that you can spread and scoop, and you'll have a meal ready to go. So I can take my Ziploc bag, add my tortillas, add my refried beans, add my jalapeno cheddar dip. Meal ready to go for any SHTF day of your life. Next, I have a very simple beans and rice, the Margaret Holmes butter beans. They're already seasoned, they're pretty delicious, and you can pick up a package of already prepared rice. It's not the most economical way to buy rice, but it's fully cooked in this package. So you could just tear it open, put your beans over it. It would be nice if you heated it up, but if you couldn't, you'd still have something to eat. That would be interesting. Don't be afraid to try putting things together, and take it out in the backyard sometime and have an experiment. Am I willing to eat this? Am I thankful that I have something? So experiment with some of these foods, heat them up, mix them together, and see how you like them. If you're really adventuresome, take them on a picnic or a camping trip. See if you can heat it over a campfire, or just eat it as is and still be thankful, blessed, and consider it an adventure that you're experimenting with. What are you really willing to do to survive? What challenges are you willing to face? And can you get through anything without complaining? It's a real strength of character to build those characteristics. So I can put my seasoned butter beans from Dollar Tree, the jasmine rice, and I have another Dollar Tree meal in a bag. It's not going to feed a big family, but it might be okay for one or two. The next emergency meal in a bag from Dollar Tree includes the Campbell's Hearty Ham and Beans Soup. It's already prepared in the can. You don't have to add any water, you just need to heat it up. But if you couldn't heat it up, you could still eat it. Nothing's going to happen except your enjoyment level goes down. And guess what? You can put it together with a package of the already prepared rice. Sometimes you can also find already prepared pasta, and that might be nice as a change. Then you can pour one over the other, stir it around, and then you can make a bigger, better meal if you heat it up and you pour your soup over rice, or maybe you'll have some pasta or macaroni. You could include a sleeve of Ritz crackers, pour your soup over your rice, crumble some of these up over it, and make it have a little bit tastier, crunchy flavor. Maybe you'll find a new meal that's enjoyable enough that you're willing to eat it a few times rather than just once. So, get your bag, you put in your can of soup, your rice, the Ritz crackers, and you have everything you need for an emergency meal that you could eat in a hurry. Once again, it's not the best, but it'll keep you going. Now this is where your meals can get interesting because you can add in any kind of extra snacks or anything you like. I have a package of mango fruit cups. You could put those with any one of these meals. I also have a few boxes of fruit snacks, and my grandchildren love these, and so I can put some of these with one of those meals, and then there's a sweet treat to go along with it and make your meal a little more pleasurable. Also at Dollar Tree, I bought 2 packages of the Jet Puffed Marshmallows. You can see my little helper granddaughter got into this one already. What I'm planning to do with these to help them last longer term is put them into the dehydrator. Marshmallows are so simple to dehydrate. You spread them out on the racks, turn it on, and in just a few hours you have dehydrated, delicious little marshmallows. Think about the marshmallows that were in like Lucky Charms. That's what these are like. They're little crunchy deliciousness. They actually puff up just like when you're heating them over a campfire, and they stay puffed up and they're really good. Then once they're cooled, you can simply pour them into a clean canning jar, add on a lid, and they're going to stay nice for quite a long time. It just depends really how fast you eat them. Around my house, they get eaten up so quickly that I'm not sure if they can last 2 years, but I think they could. But they usually, if they're discovered, they disappear far more quickly. Something else from Dollar Tree, you can grab a pack of cookie mix. You could add that into one of these meals, but then you need to actually add water and bake it. So if you're just at home and you want to make a quick dinner, put on your beans and let them heat up, and while they're heating up, stir your cookie mix, stick it in the oven, and when you're done eating your beans and rice, then you can have a nice sweet treat of a cookie. So think about ways to put these together so that you can have a bigger, better, more delicious and fun, enjoyable meal. If you are a coffee drinker, head to Dollar Tree. They have little packets of gourmet coffees by Harry and David and Jim Beam, and these are very delicious. One of the things I like to do with these packets is I make a cold brew coffee. These are just the right size. I have a half-gallon mason jar. It has a special little kit that I bought on Amazon that has a coffee brewing basket and a pour spout lid. I can pour one of these into the basket, fill it up with water, just tap water or from my filter, and then I just let it sit on the counter, and then I can put it in the refrigerator and have some nice cold brew coffee. You don't have to keep it cold if you don't have a refrigerator. It's still going to be okay. It's not hot coffee, but if coffee is something you enjoy, having these simple portions of airtight coffee can help you make sure that you have just something along the way. Even if I wanted to figure out into my emergency packs, how could I have coffee for a few days or a few weeks, this would be a good way to measure it out and know that you have it. It's not going to get spilled. It's going to be fresh, and because they have these different varieties, then they can be a nice change of pace. So the varieties that I found were vanilla creme brulee, breakfast blend, milk chocolate peanut butter coffee, maple vanilla, and bourbon vanilla. So if you like flavored coffee, that might be a simple way to have it. Summer will come, and then maybe you'll want to have a nice cold brew, and that's a simple way to do it. And if the power goes out, guess what? You can still have coffee. So these are the items that I bought from Dollar Tree so that I could make some emergency meals and have extra food on hand with a variety. So let us know in the comments below, what are some foods that you put together? What are some meals that you enjoy in an emergency situation? Because we can learn from each other and have ideas of foods that we might want to incorporate into our meal plan. And remember, if you see something you think you might like it and you've never tried it, just buy one, take it home and try it. And if you like it, you can always go back and get more. Don't waste your precious prepping and grocery dollars on foods then that nobody wants. You don't want to have extra of something you don't like. You want to have just the right amount to try it and then get more if you indeed do enjoy it. I hope you'll like my video, share it with someone else you think might find it interesting. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.